Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Queen, the Falola Queen of course, and you can call me Queen. I am the founder of the Friendship Corner, and this is another episode on my healing journey. But before we get into it, press that subscribe button, like the video, comment, and don't forget to share. Alright, I'm waiting for you to do that. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't watched the previous episode, please go and do that, and don't forget to also share, like, and drop a comment on those videos too. If you're new here, welcome. Now let's get to it. For my last episode, I was talking about how the experiences were going in stages and how everything was seeming like a pattern. And so there was a breaking point for me. It wasn't like a very huge breaking point. They were all like a process, right? There was this particular time when I was trying to consider therapy. So this was how we went, right? I was scrolling through Instagram. I was looking for anything that could help me on this journey. Just like anything at all. Any type of tip, any type of tool that I could use, anything at all. And I came across this community. It's called the Liberated Community, hosted by the Tosin Sani. So I joined. It was a free WhatsApp platform, and everybody was like on it. People with similar stories, people that have been hurt. This Tosin Sani is also somebody that had gone through sexual abuse before, and then she shared her story. She even wrote it as a book, and she was trying to tell us about healing and everything that we could do, tips and tools that we could use that could help us on this journey. When the first part was concluded, there was supposed to be a boot camp, and that was paid. But when the program was going on, there was not anything like, oh, we're going to pay. So I didn't even put my mind to that there was going to be any payment. I was just thinking, okay, there'll be a boot camp, and then we'll continue the journey. And we got to the part where we were supposed to pay, and I don't have the money. It was about 25. Early bed was 20k. So I was trying to see, okay, where could I get the money? And like I used to say, I don't know how to ask for help. I don't know how to ask anybody. I don't know who to meet. I don't know who to talk to. I was at that point, I felt like giving up. I felt like I was going to die. In fact, I felt like I had died still. So that very day, after I heard I was going to pay 20k, I could not meet anybody, basically. I went to the bathroom. I turned on the water. I was just crying. Because the water was like noisy, of course, there's noise, and everybody could hear me. I was crying so much in the bathroom, looking for how to get this money. I was just thinking, okay, I don't think God loves me anymore. He just created me so that I can suffer. Then I remember that we have this iPod that was inside my toilet, and I just, you know what, I'm going to just end my life here. I'm just, this was the plan I had in mind. I was going to drink the iPod, and one way or the other, they will find me and they will cry, they will miss me, and yeah, it's going to end here. That's not the end of life. They're going to, just for a few years, after a few years, they're going to stop crying and they will move on with their lives. That was the plan I had. And I took the iPod, I drank it. I said, okay, I was waiting for the iPod to settle in, that okay, I'm going to die very soon. I was seriously waiting that okay, I would, in the next second, I'm going to die. I did not die. And when I noticed that after a few minutes I did not die, I put my head inside my water that I was fetching. That maybe I would drown, maybe something's going to happen, I'm just going to leave this world, I'm going to stop existing. And I think this happened 2021, 22-ish. That was when all of this was happening. After I tried everything possible, I went to the kitchen when I was done bathing. I went to the kitchen, I went to go look for a knife to cut myself. The knife that I used was very sharp, I promise you. There was no any mark that I was trying to cut myself or anything. Because at that point I started to realize that okay, I cannot die. Because I had prayed for death to come. I had prayed that okay, I should die, but nothing of it was happening, right? So I just made up my mind that okay, maybe God just wanted me to be alive. God wanted me to be here. And so I started my faith and said, okay, you know what? I'm going to go out. I will enter inside the world. I will be a street girl. I will do everything possible if this part is not going to work. So the following day, I slept. I had even prayed to God that God should kill me in my sleep. If He cannot allow me die for myself, He should kill me in my sleep. But then I still woke up as Queen, as myself, as the pain, everything was still there. And we had started the first stage of the healing process from the first class that we had, and the boot camp was supposed to be the concluding process of it. But because I did not have the money to pay, I was still in the middle of that pain, and so it was a lot. I could not shut it down. I could not go back. I could not forget it, because it's the process that I've started already, right? And so it was just like a whole back and forth for me. So the second day when I woke up, I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to see through to this pain, and everything is going to end. There was a scholarship going on as well, and they said you should just state it in the email that whatever amount you have to pay, just state it there. And truth be told, I didn't even 1k. I did not have. And I also could not tell them to do it for me for free. So I just sent an email and I said, okay, I would like to be a part of the scholarship. I don't even know what pushed me to write that email. I just know that I wrote the email and I sent it to them, and they asked me that, okay, how much do I have? How much can I pay for this boot camp? So I told them that I have 5k. I don't have the 5k, I promise you. But I told them that I had 5k, that I could pay 5k. And they said, no problem. I was very shocked. They said I should send the receipt to them via email, and I'll be added to the class. How did I get the 5K? I can't remember how. But I think I asked my sister for the money, and then she sent it to me. I did not tell her that I wanted to use it for any boot camp or any therapy session, whatever. I just told her that she should give me money. Yeah, she sent me like 5K. So I sent it to them, and I was added to the class. You would think that, should be from there now, your life should be better. You've gone to therapy, everything was. I did not see the therapy class to the end. Why? It was very painful. Because when I used to hear about therapy, I used to think that therapy is just like, somebody's here, I'm here, you're talking to me, I'm listening, and that's it. But therapy is a lot of pain because you have to like go back, think back. There's something happening to you, right? You want to allow that thing to be out of your life, right? You are trying to attack the problem from the roots. And so you would have to talk about it from how we started to where you are right now. So it was a lot of remembering, saying. So it was just a lot. I could not see through. I said, you know what? I'm not doing it again. There were videos that we were supposed to watch, and they were supposed to help us for this journey that we were going through. But I did not see it through as well. I didn't even watch the video to like 4 or 5. I just had to stop because it was a very painful experience. And so I just shut down that chapter, and I was like, you know what? This pain, I'm going to keep it back in the bottle and keep it on my dressing table in my room because I'm not ready for it. So I left the session even after trying to kill myself because I could not raise money to be in the session. I just like, you know what, I'm not doing it anymore. So I left the liberated boot camp. I did not do anything about it anymore. I just like stopped listening to it. And by the end of the boot camp, there were testimonies. People were saying, oh, they did this. So I was feeling regret. I was feeling guilt that, okay, if I had gone through it, I would have been done by now. And I tried going back to those videos to watch them, but I just did not feel like watching them. My feelings were talking for me, not me talking for myself. So I just left it and said, you know what, I'm not going to go through. I'm just going to leave things as they are. But it was from there things started to change because after the first class that we had, I could see tiny progresses, but it was just a little, just like atomic. It was very small, but it did something, right? So I started to change on some certain things because there were certain things I was learning at the time, and I was trying to like put it in my life, like journaling. Like there was one exercise that we were told to do. We were told to write down the revenge plan that we have for whatever kind of offenders that we have. Just write down your revenge plan. And I was very excited at that exercise because I had the very best revenge plan. Trust me. And so I written it down, and the counselor said that we should tear it. I said, I vow now. I said, yeah, we have to tear it. I tore the paper, and that very place was when I knew that, okay, there's something changing. That place was when I knew that, okay, I needed to forgive people. I needed to let go. I needed to just be free of whatever it was that was holding me down. When I tore the paper, I felt some type of relief that I've never felt in a long time. And that was where my healing journey started from. Although I was thinking, you know what, it should be smooth sailing from here. Everything should be good. Everything should be nice. But trust me, that was just the very beginning of pain. So each time I would try to like go back and try to see, how can I stop this pain? How can I allow this pain to settle? How can I do a lot of things? So I was trying to journal through it. I was trying to do the things I've learned in the liberated community so that maybe I can do these things on my own. But trust me, it was very difficult. It was very hard. I just like left it. I would leave it at some point. I would cry. I would try to take my life. I would cry. It was just a lot of wash and repeat process. But yeah, and during the long run, I met God fully. I understood what it means to have a relationship with God. I understood what it means to be born again and everything in between. I'll be giving you the full gist on that in your next episode. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to drop a comment. Don't forget to like the video and share it to all your family and all your friends, and let them enjoy the goodness of this video. Okay? I'll see you in my next video. Bye.